Hello everyone. Welcome to the next class on the non-parametric testing. Today we will discuss about the Wilcoxon signed rank test. Myself Dr. Garg, working in the School of Mathematics, Thapar Institute, India. You are feel free to contact me through my either of the IDs. So what is the non-parametric test? We have seen in our last lecture that most of the testing such that the t-test, f-test, okay, that is a z-test, ANOVA, etc. all are applicable only when these conditions are satisfied. That is number one, when the population is follows the normal distribution or the population variances are equal. But what will happen if such requirements cannot be met? If such requirements cannot be met, it means the population are either normal distribution, may or may not be the normal distribution. So in order to handle this, the statisticians have developed the hypothesis testing that is called as the distribution free, and such tests are called as the non-parametric test. So there are the several kind of the testings which are listed as here: sign, Wilcoxon, Mann, crucial, and so on. So in the last lecture what we have studied is here. Now this today we will discuss about this lecture, that is the Wilcoxon sign rank test. What are the drawback of the sign test? So first of all, what we see in the last test is the sign test is not very sensitive to the amount of the variation. What we have seen in the last lecture, if you missed the last lecture, you can see the description of this video. You can find easily the sign test is there. So say my numbers are here and I want to apply the H0 median as say is 11, or say you can say okay 11, and this is not here. So what you can do is you have to subtract 11 and take the positive negative signs are there according to the deviations. So this is positive and positive. But look at that, if I just replace this 14 to be the 74, the sign will remain the same. So that is a that is the most important drawback of this sign test. The sign test is not very sensitive to the amount of the variation. Look at that, the amount of variation of 14 to 3 is 3. There's a plus of 3. Here is plus of 4. And here is 60 of 3. But this is completely independent of them. So it uses whether the numbers are positive or negative, or called as the above and below. So consequently it will fails in rejecting the null hypothesis H0. So to overcome this, there is a new there is a some the person Wilcoxon will develop this Wilcoxon signed rank test to gap this. So in order to understand this Wilcoxon signed rank test, I just firstly explain what is the meaning of this signed test and how we can compute the signed rank. So firstly discuss about that. So look at that, in order to apply this signed rank, I call as the null hypothesis H0 is here. We will subtract this quantity, whatever you have written here. If I just write H0 5, then you can subtract 5 from each observation, and if there is any difference is 0, then we can omit that observation and reduce the sample size. So look at that, how? Look at that. So this, I use the notation as T positive, sum of the positive number rank, T negative is the sum of the negative number rank, and T is the nothing but minimum among them. So look at this example, you have to compute the T positive, negative, and the T for this particular problem. So first of all, what is the null hypothesis is? It is given to be 5. Subtract 5 from each of the numbers. So you can get 5, 8 minus 3, 5, 3, 4, and so on. If you use the sign test here, then what you get is you have to use only the rank. 8 minus 5 plus 3 plus 4 minus 2 0 minus positive. Okay, so we are not using the sign. So these are there. Now check whether there is any 0. Yes. So if there is any 0 present, you have to discard the 0 and write the remaining elements as this way. So you can write the remaining elements. So look at that. What are my elements are? 3, 4, minus 2, minus 1 6. So I can write the remaining elements as here. Now compute the mode of y. So I can compute the mode of y as here, that is called as the absolute value. Now find the rank of mod y. So which is the smallest number is here, so you can take as a 1. What is the next smallest number is this, take as a 2. What is the next smallest number is 3, take as 3. What is the next smallest number is 4. What is the next smallest number is 5. So this is the rank of y. Okay, so look at that. Now once you are taking the rank of this, you have to define the t positive and t negative. What is the t positive is sum of the positive number rank. Look at that, these are number which are the positives, these two and this one. And what is the rank is 3, 4 and 5. So you can take the sum. Look at these three quantities are positive. So take the rank of 3, 4, 5. That's a 12. Sum of the negative number rank. Which one are negative? This and this. So you can compute the rank, sum rank, that is a 2 plus 1, 3. Once you compute the t positive and t negative, you can find the t as the minimum. So this is the way you can compute the t positive, t negative and t. But look at that, there is a no repetition among them. For example, if I say instead of this there is a 4. So how you rate them? These and these are same. So in order to case of the repeated rank, how you solve them? So look at that again. You have to compute these numbers. So what is the H0 is? Here. Subtract 8 from the each numbers. You will get this, this and this. And then discard the 0 and write all numbers in the series. Now you can find the mode of y firstly. You will get as here. Now you can firstly rank them. Which is the smallest number is here. So put them as a 1. What is the next number is 2. So this as my 2. What is the next number is this and this. Both are same. Okay. So it means this is the position of third and fourth. So you can write as 3 plus 4 divided by 2 because there are the two numbers. So this is my 3.5. So this is 3.5. This is 3.5. Okay. So this is 1, 2. Now both are the same numbers. So you can write this as 3.5, 3.5. Now look at the next number is smallest is 5, 5, 2 times. So what is the position is, we already put up the 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is 5 and 6. So 5 plus 6 divided by 2 is 5.5. So you can put as 5.5, 5.5. Now look at the next number is, there is a 6 only 1 times. So how many numbers we have put up? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now its number is 7. After that this is 8 and this is 9 because it occurs only 1 times. Now once you complete the rank, you have to define the t positive and t negative. So firstly you define the t positive. Which one numbers are positive? This, this and this. So the corresponding ranks are 3.5, 2 and these 4 quantities. So you have to add them. You will get t positive. What is the t negative is? You can say the remaining of them, or else this is a negative, this is the negative, this is the negative. So you have to find the numbers are here. Once you get t positive and t negative, then we will define the capital T as 60. So this is the meaning of the signed rank. You have to take care that whether it's any number are repeated or not. Now we will start with the Wilcoxon sign test. So first one is a small sample. So the sample is said to be small when the sample size is less than or equal to 30. So I just discretized this into the 4th step. This is the same as that of the previous lecture. So firstly we define the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. How we compute the t positive and t negative, as we discussed in the previous slides, we have to firstly use the signed rank and then we will calculate the t positive and t negative. Then step number 3, how to calculate the capital T is, you have to take the minimum of t positive and t negative, and then finally we use the critical reason. So we will define the step 1 null hypothesis as equality. Alternative are either of them based on the quotient. We will subtract this number, whatever you have written here, from the each, then we will compute the positive and the negative. Then we will calculate the minimum and we will check the critical value, and this is the portion. So what is the TC is? TC is nothing but my critical value at here, and this is the value at given level of the significance. Once you will get, then we will define the critical region corresponding to this value of TC. How you define the critical region is this number. So this is, so the critical, you can say the critical region is less than equal to TC. Then we will check that what is the value we obtained from the step 3 of the capital T. If it lies in this region, we will reject H0. If it lies in this region, we will accept H0. Here is minus infinity, here is plus infinity. So look at the example. If you remember the last lecture, this is the same example I have considered here. So following are the responses to the question, how many hours do you study before the major statistics test? So firstly, we will define the step 1, define the null hypothesis and define here. So what do you want to claim? So look at the median. So your target is to calculate the median of the student before the test is 3. So that is the equality. So that is always be up here. So it means this is opposite to each other. So this is means equality. So this is H0. If this is be like say less than of 3 or greater than, then we have to define H1. So this is not equal to, so it's a 210. Now for the step 2, we have to compute. What is my step 2 is? Compute T positive and T negative. How to compute them? Look at this is a 3. So we subtract 3 from the each number. So this is my 3, then 2, then minus of 2, then minus 1, and so on. So if there is any 0, then you can discard them, and the remaining entries can be represented as a y. Then take as a mode of y here. Now you can rank them. So how you rank them? So take the smallest number 1, but 1 occurring 3 times. So this is the position 1, 2 and 3. So you have to take 1 plus 2 plus 3 divided by 3. So what is that? 2. So you have to put 2 against each number. Look at that. Now what is the next number is? Here 2, 3 times, 4 times. So what is the number is? This is 3 already gone. So this number is 4, 5, 6, 7 because they are 4 times. Look at 1, 2, 3 is already there. 4, 5, 6, 7 divided by 4. So what you get is, this is my 22 divided by 4. So it is 5.5. So look at that number is here. Now after that, the smallest number is 3 and it appears only one time. So what is the rank is? How many numbers we have put up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's a 8. After that 4 appears 3 times. So that now numbers are 9, 10 and 11. So you have to put here. Okay. So you will get the number as my 10, 10 and 10. Once you compute the rank of this, then we will define the T positive and T negative. What is the T positive is? These two numbers and these 4 are there. The corresponding ranks are this and the first 2. So this will be my, look at that, 8, 5.5 and then so on. This is here. What is the T negative is? This number, this, or you can say the remaining one, 5.5. This is the remaining one, 2 plus 2. Okay, so you will get as 9.5 as my T negative. Then this is step 2. Then you have to define the step 3. That is the minimum of this. You will get as a 9.5. Now look at that. You need the critical value. This value is given to you in the statement. If you look at that, the values are given to you in the statement. Look at the last line. Critical value of this at n is equal to 11 is 11 again. So you can compute them. Step number 4. So this value is given to be as a 11. Look at that. What is my H0 is? Here H1 is not equal to. So it's a not equal, it means this is my two tail. So if it is two tail, then value is given as a 11. So what is that? This is my critical region. So you have to write t is less than 11. So what is the value of that capital T we obtained in the step 3 is 9.5. So 9.5 less than 11. So it lies here. So what is the meaning is we reject at 0. Now since this value is less than 11, so we rejected H0. What is your H0 is? Eta is 3. This is not equal to 3. So it means this is rejected. So it means this one is accepted. So what is the meaning is the test is not equal to 3 hours. The median number of the hours taken before the test is not 3. Okay. So if you remember this, the same example we have discussed by using the sign test also. But in that sign test, if we apply both the sign test and the Wilcoxon test to the same problem, it is not necessary that both the tests will lead to the same conclusion. For example, in this case, we conclude that we reject at 0. Can it be the same? It may or may not be. So we have done the same example using a sign test, and we conclude that we will fail to reject the H0 at here. However, the Wilcoxon sign test leads to the rejection of the H0. So which one is the better? Obvious that the Wilcoxon sign test used more information as compared to the sign. So the results computed through the Wilcoxon sign test will be a prefer one over the sign test. Now quickly move on the second examples. This is again the same example we cover in the last sign test video. So what is your H0 and H1? So look at that, the particular type of the statistics problem is at the most 3 minutes. So you have to test the teacher claim. So this is the teacher claim, this is the at most 3 hours. So look at that, the at most 3 hours is there. So this is my at, because equality part will always be lies in the null hypothesis. Opposite is here, so this is the right tail. And if you think about that, look at that, this is a single tail value given as a 8. Now what is the step number 2 is? You have to subtract this number, this is 3. So subtract 3 from each of the numbers, you will get as here. Now discard 0 if any, yes, this is a 1 number. So you have to write this number as here. Compute mod of y, you will get here. Now you can find the rank. So which is the smallest number is 0.5. 1, 2, 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 divided by 2. So you will get 2, 2 and 2. Sorry. These are there. After that the smallest number is 1. Again it appears 3 times. So 3 position already there. 4, 5 and 6 divided by, sorry, it will be a 3. So 4, 5, 6 divided by 3, it's a 5. So this is 5, 5, 5, and next one is 1.5, and next one is here. So you will get these numbers. Now in order to find this, you will find the t positive and t negative. So what are the t positive? These 3 numbers and these 3 numbers are there. So you can compute them as this, and the remaining are the t negative. Now you can compute the t minimum of this. Now you define the critical value. It is given to be a critical value 8 for the single tail. So this value is 8. Find the critical region. This is my less than or equal to 0. Now you can find the value of the t. We computed in the step 3 is 9. So where it lies that? It is not satisfied. 9 lies here. So we fail to reject H0 at 5% level of significance. Hence, what is the H0 is? This is less than 3. H1 is greater than 3. So H0 is rejected. So we will reject this. No, sorry. It is greater than. So we will accept H0. So it is accepted. So it means the median time is at most 3 is valid. Look at one more example related to the large sample. So how you solve the problem when the population size, when the sample size is greater than 30, then we call as the large sample. So how the procedure are same. Firstly, we define H0 and H1. We compute the t positive and t negative same. The only change here is step 3. we will use the normal distribution. So normal distribution here. What is the capital T? Same. Mu is the mean, which is calculated as here. Sigma is this. Once you are finding this value of Z, then it's a normal. We define this. We will calculate this as a critical value and we will reject or accept it accordingly if this value is satisfied. Look at the example out there. So firstly, we will define H0 and H1. So test the claim. What is the claim? This is the claim. The median, so median means eta. Faculty in the state is at least 42. So what is the meaning of the at least? That is a greater than or equality. So since it is equality, so this is my here. So what is the opposite is 42. So this is null hypothesis. This is my alternative. So it is a less than, it is a left tail. So what you can do is subtract 42 from each of the number. So 56 minus 42 is my 14. 62 minus 40 is my 20 and so on. Okay. Now you can discard the 0 and write all those numbers in terms of the y. So since the numbers are very large, so it is very difficult to write here. So I can represent this number here in the increasing order. Or you can write it as such, but I have write here in the increasing order. So what is that? Increasing order in their absolute value. Look at that. Mod of 2, then 3 and then so on. Now we can rank them. How you rank them? This is the smallest number in magnitude. So this is 1. Look at that. These are the same numbers. So this is the second, third and fourth. So how you rank them? 2, 3, 4 divided by 3. So it is 3 are the same number. Okay. So we will rank them as here. Now look at these numbers are same. So how many numbers we put up? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 5, 6 and 7. 5, 6, 7 divided by 3. So what is that? 18 divided by 3 is 6. So we put 6, 6 and 6 here. Look at, and similarly you can find here. I use the two colors here. This green color is represent for only those numbers which are positive numbers. And this brown color or red color is represent for my negative colors are there. Look at that. Everywhere where the positive numbers, it appears as my green and so on. Now once you are rank them, you will calculate the T positive and T negative. So look at that. This number is negative. So this part, okay, and so on. So all those colors which are representing as a green color is corresponding to my T positive. So we will calculate this. Look at 3 plus 9.5 and so on is my number corresponding to my, look at that, 3, 3, 9.5, 15.5, 15.5, all are my T positive. So you will get as this number. After that you will calculate it T negative. This as my here. This is same. Once you will complete this, you will calculate the T here by step 3rd. So in this, firstly we will see what is the formula for here. Now what is the n? Look at that. In this case, what is the n is? Number of the dice discarding the 0. So look at that. You have to rank this number. So how many numbers are there? This is 31. So n is my 31, which is greater than 30. So we use the normal test. If this n here, if n is my say 29, which is less than of the 30, then we will use the small test as we discussed in the previous one. So we will calculate this. So what is that? T positive and T negatives. We have calculated 239, 257. The minimum is 239. N is my 31. This and so on. So we will calculate here. So once we will substitute this value in here, you will get 239 minus 248 divided by 51.03. So what you conclude is here. So that is my step 3. Now what is the step 4? You have to, what is your H0 is? Look at that. This is greater than equal to 42 and H1 is less than 42. So since this is less than, so I have used here as my less than sign. Now what is the critical value? Since it is a Z value, so you can see the critical value for the from the Z table at the left tail, that is for the one tail is minus 1.645. So compare this value of z where it lies. This is 0, this is minus 1.6, this is infinity. So where it lies? It lies here. So it lies in the accepted region. So this value is here. So it is accepted. So means we fail to reject H0. So it means, what is the meaning of that? This is my H1, H0, and this is there. We fail to reject H0 means we will accepted H0. So what is H0 means? At least 42 claim is valid. So hence we conclude the median age is greater than or equal to 42 is valid claim. So this is a simple procedure you can apply to solve the non-parametric problem with the help of Wilcoxon signed rank test. So make sure that you have to use the small sample and the large sample, and the rule are similar. You have to compute the T positive and T negative. So this is a simple procedure. We will see this mann-whitney test in the next lecture, and that is also called as the U test. So we will see this mann-whitney U test in our next lecture. Till then, if you feel any doubt, you can simply click on this video link. You will find more videos related to this testing of hypothesis. Till then, happy learning. Best of luck, students.